Welcome to Story Ideas on the Fly, where we take an idea out of the hat and try to develop it.
You want to pick it this time?
Why not? Worlds are where conflicts are settled by dance. Is this the one you just put in?
I just shuffled this to make sure. I just shuffled this after she put one in, and we got the exact one she just put in.
All right.
You did try to shuffle.
Well, you did
Okay.
shuffle it. That's just the luck of the draw. A world where conflicts are settled by dance.
Okay, are they settled by dance because a god decided I don't want violence anymore, or
Well, I
is
mean,
it
we got this with the kind of traditional type of way of doing this. There's a lot of these dance stories
Yeah.
where, we go and we have the dance off at the end type of thing.
Yeah.
So
but
is this?
rarely is
But
it
why is this an entire
enforced?
world? Like
Yeah.
the closest
You
we've
could-
ever had in the real world to this is the '80s, and there was still a lot of.
But
And that was
there
just.
still hit.
And that was
this-
because
yes.
there was so many fights that people said, "No, let's stop fighting. Hey, let's try
Yeah,
dance
you're
offs."
saying why would people honor these dance offs? Why would they say, okay, you won the dance, we'll give you what you want instead of you won the dance. Let's break
Honestly,
your
I
legs.
think that the easiest method of saying that it actually works is to say that a god said, this is going to be the new way you're doing it.
Or yeah, some kind of magical thing baked into the world itself.
Yeah, because if it's something that the
Actually,
people
could
are
do.
saying,
I
you
would
guarantee
have
people
a
would actually
social-
obey it.
Yes, but you could also have some kind of social reason, which could be magic related, but you could have some kind of social reason why, fighting's considered barbaric, or or we would invoke the wrath of the gods if we fought with real conflicts, so we have to settle these through dance, or I think there's more than one way to. There are social ways to enforce a rule on society.
I've got two ideas. First, it could be a sci-fi. It does not have to be fantasy. This could be a
Fair enough.
sci-fi, and you could have
Then you can have special effects and lasers going on in your dance performance.
some technology that responds well to dance.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Mhm.
The other thing you could do is you could have an imperfect God kind of experimenting with people that he's put on the planet.
Mhm.
And so you could have people, obviously not God, but a God lower G, who has thrown people into this onto this world, and is doing his experiment to see if he can civilize people, if they really deserve to exist, or if this
Yeah,
what-
something like
so
that.
he is going to try to see if he can do this, and conflict by dance would be a way to resolve conflict.
Another possibility
Mm-hmm.
is you could have it be that often in magic systems, magic will be determined by the words you say, the motions you make, and like the items you have. But what if if you had magic that instead of just making the right motions, it was a full body, you have to do everything and be in the exact right position.
So the semantic part of
Yes,
somatic-
but like
sorry, yeah,
amplify the somatic part of
Part of
magic
magic.
like
semantic
tenfold.
is words. Somatic
Yes.
part of
And
spellcasting.
so-
And if there's music that goes with it, it makes the magic stronger.
Well,
Well,
it
that'd
was
be the
eventually
verbal
put.
component.
It was
Mhm.
eventually put to music, but have it be that originally big battles would be fought by powerful mages, and magic was almost done through something similar to dancing. And
Okay.
so even if they're not performing magic,
That's
dancing
why
is a
magic
sign.
is now a sign of power.
Yeah, so dancing is a sign of magical astuteness, I guess, and so dancers are considered to be better at magic, even if they have no idea how to do magic. The fact that they can dance
Mhm.
well makes people think they're good at magic, at least, if nothing else.
Yeah.
So
And so
Okay.
it's a way of saying, hey, if these guys actually used magic, it would just destroy entire landscapes. So instead, let's just have them do the motions so that we can tell who would have won if they actually cast the
Mhm.
spells. and then just not have the entire landscape destroyed.
Yes, at least that's how it
Yeah.
started. But then not everyone knows what is actually counts as spells. So instead of doing the motions for particular spells, it's
Now they're just dancing to please the crowd, and the people go, "Oh, that looks like a great dancer."
and many of the dancers would know some minor magic, and there would be mages who still do the actual dances. But a lot of the conflicts, at least smaller scale
That could be
conflicts,
a lot of
would
fun.
be, "Hey, I'm better than you. I can prove it. Watch my dance."
Now, one thing you
Yeah.
could do is there could be some way to judge these dances or things, whether
Yeah.
it's pleasing the people or whatever their, you panel of judges. But just sheer, if you have laws written in that this is binding and you don't abide by it, then you're gonna be thrown in the dungeon. You're gonna be put to death. You're gonna whatever.
Something
Then-
bad's gonna happen.
Right, the dancing works.
That was actually one of my thoughts, was that you could have some kind of organization that is using the dance to keep everyone in line, because if you own the judges, you always win the dances. No matter how
Actually,
well,
I
our
think you could
judges
combine a
judge your
few of these
dances
ideas.
as perfect.
Yeah, I think we could combine a few of these ideas, because why would they choose dance of all things to put into their laws?
We can
Well,
combine
if
a
it
lot of
was
these
because of
ideas, yes.
magic, and magic at least looks like dance to a casual observer,
Yes.
then
Yeah.
hey, we can utilize this as an excuse to basically put in laws that favor us,
Yeah.
as long as we have
Well,
the judges.
in
I
here
think.
you just came
Exactly.
up with a villain.
Yeah.
When saying you
Bought the judges out.
yes, you've got
Yes.
someone who is buying the judges, blackmailing the judges, something like this.
I'm thinking maybe your elitist academy of dance or something like that, we train the best dancers, and we, have the best, we know the best of everything, and what we say is always the best, because if it doesn't, we, knife people under the table, or,
Okay, so what's our villain really want here, though? Because it wouldn't just to be the
Power?
best. What power would they want? Because you generally have, power, revenge, insanity, some misplaced religious belief.
Something that actually
Zealotry.
I think sounds like
Zealotry.
could be interesting is if we decided that because they started moving to dance instead of actual magic battles, a lot of magic has actually been lost, and there are only a few scrolls left that actually retains a lot of the actual knowledge of magic, and he wants this magic back.
Oh, that's a good idea for villains. You've got a villain who really wants to restore magic, and he therefore is going to say, no, 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 this is how it's done, not that kind of dance. It's this. This is right. This is magic. This will really work some spells. And then he's pressuring the judges to make sure that his way wins, because he wants to bring the magic back, which is not
Nice.
necessarily inherently a bad goal.
But the way he's doing it
he's
might
doing
still be
it,
very evil and
and
hateable.
you can also ask, why does he want this magic back so much?
So
What does he want to
can take
do?
over the world?
Perhaps one of the
Or
reasons they
maybe
went to
the
dance.
exact opposite.
Mhm.
What if he's trying to make, what if he knows magic, and he's studied a lot of ancient magic, but he's intentionally kind of cut the magic part out of the school curriculum for the dance? So yeah, they might teach you how to make
To
lights
make sure
around you
magic
while
never
you're how to make
returns?
lights around you and something, and other minor magics like that. But they never actually seem to teach the useful magics,
The truly powerful
the
magic.
powerful magics, because he's trying to hoard it for himself.
And one thing he
He
could be
would
doing
still have to have his elite of his elites might know
is he
some
can,
magic,
Yeah,
so
obviously.
he has some
he
power.
could actually be training some of these elites in actual magic, and so they are performing magic on people, and the people don't know it. So this could include some things like some mind control, some I don't know, what all would you throw in there that would be kind of subtle. But you could,
Charm person.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's mind control.
kind of mind
yes,
control,
kind,
charm spells,
Illusion.
yeah, some illusions.
Well, straight up mind
illusions.
control is way too powerful.
Oh, it is, but you have to put
Depends on
limits.
how
You have to put
powerful your
limits on
mind
it.
control is.
Right. If you totally
Mind control is a genre of magic. It's usually a whole category.
Okay,
Yeah.
so but there we can get him really, really unlikable. Okay, and the people following him could either be sharing his goal or could just,
Yeah.
he's lying to them. They could just
Yeah,
think,
they could
hey,
be
they could be
deceived.
useful idiots.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I kind of like that. So he's
Mhm.
going to work to try to get more magic for him, control the people.
Yeah.
This could work.
Control magic, control the people, control the world, rule the world, all that fun
Rule
stuff.
the world, right? All right. So we have a villain. Who's our hero?
Hero.
Yeah.
Who could
Well,
learn
she's
the
probably a
true
dancer.
magic?
Yeah, you're
It
gonna
could be a
have,
girl, it could
and
be a
you're
guy,
gonna have
either
a
way.
boy and a girl on this
Yeah,
because you're
probably
gonna have
best
dance
if they can,
partners.
if
Well,
they can dance together.
it depends.
was
I think at times they would be partners, but I think there would also be a lot of solo dance in this world.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
But-
it's originally derived from magic, and very
Well,
few spells
here's the thing, though.
typically require
Actually, you would
people.
have a lot of spells, more powerful spells, but
Right.
most of those would probably have been lost already. But there would be a lot of powerful spells that required 2, even more people to dance the right dances, basically, in order to cast them.
Yes.
And more people would probably add more strength to the spell.
to the magic.
Right.
So to the
I like that.
So we have 2 dancers. Do they, are they part of his elite group and figure it out and try to stop them? Or are they people who he has done magic on and they figure it out? Are they're
We
obviously
could have them be
part
from
of the
different
school.
areas.
That is true.
Uh-huh.
So we could actually have a kind of a. I mean, you often have a 5-man band in stories.
Right.
Each one
True.
could come from a different section. So you could have a character who had magic cast on him by the villain and then figured it out, and that's why he joined the heroes. You could have
Mhm.
one who betrayed the villain, figured out, hey, are we the baddies?
Right.
And then you could
Yeah.
have an upstart who just really loves dance and is trying
Mhm.
to just learn dance for the sake of dance. You could have someone who wants to bring back magic to everyone and say, hey,
Yeah.
we're forgetting magic in favor of the dance, but
You could
it's the
have a
magic
lot
that we
of
care about.
good reasons for people
So
to
how
want
are
to
they coming
dance.
together? Are they all at the same school?
Yeah, I imagine there are like dance academies in this
Yes,
type
but
of
are they
world.
all at the same school so they know
Or
each other
are
and
they
they can come together?
outsiders? Are they
Or-
I'd say
outsiders
probably
because
outsiders.
a lot of the times this elite group kicks out people for, or pushes them away. You could have former,
One
but I
thing
kind
if
of
you
see
want-
them as more out.
Former, yeah, I
I
like the
kind of
outsiders.
see them as more outsiders.
You
to
could
this-
have them
to the
be
academy
the
itself. but-
rejected from the school
Yeah.
and
Rejected, kicked out, or other reasons,
Reasons-
so they weren't let into the
So
school, so they
there
create
is
their
this-
own dance
So
club.
yes, so
basically.
there is somebody that comes in and creates a dance academy for those people that
Yeah.
can't afford the other academies, don't
Yeah.
don't have the talent and is really going
Still
to find
wanna.
them. And then you get a nice little thing about really how to encourage people up to reach their potential too,
Yeah,
kind
that'd
of
be
subtly
fun.
in there.
Subtly,
good
right?
thing.
Well,
That's a
I'm
good
not going to
thing.
preach it, but it's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Subtle,
No,
yeah.
that's a good thing.
The
We like-
being the moral of the story, right?
Well,
We like good messages in our
The
stories,
moral.
as long as we're not overly obnoxious about
Alright,
it.
just don't be
Okay.
obnoxious.
All
I'm
stories
not
have-
trying to be obnoxious about it.
stories are
I'm saying
sad.
subtle. I
They
don't know.
they have morals. I'd say it's a subtle moral unless it's one of these things preaching to you. I don't like to be preached to in stories.
Right, yeah.
Exactly.
Nobody
It's
likes to be
like,
preached
if
to
I
in a
want to
story,
be
but-
preached to, I'll read the Bible.
So, how do these people learn magic? Do they discover it together?
I
do
think-
they
I
learn
think you have it so
from...
one of the people who ends up joining this group, probably the one who starts it, was one of the guys who was working for the villain and then realized, oh shoot, we're evil.
We're on the bad
Yeah,
guy
have
side.
them-
Okay.
Especially if he had managed to, like, when he was kicked out, he stole a few spell tomes.
Mhm.
He could actually be your hero.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he was kicked out from the
Yeah.
villains group, and he decided because he decided that they weren't in the right, and so he stole several of the villains' spell tomes, and and he wasn't allowed back in the dance school, but he took a group of misfits basically and started teaching them how to cast magic and how to dance,
Be
and
fun.
then basically the story would be he has to utilizing this group of misfits, basically take down this regime,
Mhm.
And then there would probably be dance-offs, but then there would probably also be several fights that weren't just dance.
I
Yeah,
imagine
I think this
still
would
in this
grow
world be
beyond.
fights in back alleys and
Yeah, and there would be a
when the
lot of
lights
those.
are off, there would
As soon as the lights go off, there would be, okay, let's beat you up and
I
stuff.
do imagine there would be a lot of people going, yeah, your promising career. Oh, this poor dancer's promising career was tragically cut short by breaking both legs, and
He
you know,
tripped
he tripped. Yes,
twice
broke both
in the
his
same
legs.
place
Yes, I think there would be a lot of that.
on a
yes.
very tall hill.
I could see that happening a lot in this world. So that would be cool to see some of these, and maybe you even have a character who was beaten up
Was
in
a,
a back
a
alley,
promising dancer. And
broke both legs by tripping, and is now
hey,
and
it was
the
it
hero's
was
trying-
his fault that he tripped 15 times in the exact same place.
Right.
So it's your hero's job to try to help him get back, and maybe they even learn some healing magic, and I don't know. You
Okay.
could do a lot of fun things with
This has potential. I'm actually liking this.
I like.
And you would have some
Gorgeous.
really fun scenes. This would honestly not make the best book because it would work better in a visual medium.
Oh,
That's just
definitely.
something.
Fair enough.
I mean,
They're
no writers, we'd make it
dancers.
as a book, but I'm saying if you could make this into a movie, it would be better.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of
You
books
couldn't
on
just
like need to be
imagine
made
the
into
scenes,
series.
people dancing around, and then you could
Mhm.
just throw in cool stuff during these
Yeah, cool
dances because the
choreography
dancers can actually create magic if they know what they're doing.
Uh-huh.
That would be very
And the
cool.
main characters know what they're
Oh,
doing, and the
this-
villains know what they're doing.
And so you would have whole dance-offs where people are dancing, and then the villain throws a fireball at the heroes, and so they have to change up their dance, dodge it, and then
This could be
or change it
very
up in order to
cool.
cast a shield.
not
Yes.
just a movie. It would make you could do it as a series
a series.
because there
yes.
is enough. There is enough subplot.
An opportunity
Right,
for
with
character
between
development.
all the different between
Yeah.
the different schools and things
yeah,
like
you could
that.
have a lot of
there's-
individual
there's a
character
lot of
development
subplot.
and conflict to work.
All
through.
right. If anyone out there is watching this and has access to like a suit and owns a studio that actually makes TV shows, I know we have a huge audience that falls into that category. Make this into a show.
Yeah.
Awesome. So who could write this though?
Okay, who could write this? Oh, this would be fun to write.
I
wish
think
I
would
had
have
the
fun
time.
writing this too.
It would
I'm
be
bad at
fun.
dances. I wouldn't be able to write this.
Yeah,
You
well-
don't have to write the dances.
Yes, I would.
You don't have to explain every single step.
Michael's
Yeah,
style,
because
you would
if
have to
if
write
you
the dances.
yes, but if you sit there and you go, she did a toy jeté, most of the readers don't know what a toy jeté is.
I don't know what that is either.
Yeah, it's a ballet thing.
Exactly. So
we
you
do it in jazz too.
So you
I
could
used to
write
be a
it
dancer.
not like a dance, but like a battle.
Right,
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
right.
He took his partner and
Have you read Michael's battles though? They're pretty detailed.
Yes.
Fair
so
enough,
anyway,
fair enough.
we'll get into our family
Yeah, I'm going
talk
into
now.
quantum mechanics in my battles.
We'll
Fair enough.
go have all our discussion now. And
Would you like to write this?
Yeah. Give us your comments, what you would do with this story. We'd love your ideas. And if you have any ideas for our hat, please feel free to drop them in the comments too. And we'll see you next time.